Have you ever thought about taking your passion for beauty and turning it into a real-deal career? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what it takes to become a licensed cosmetologist right here in California. Let's get into it.
So let's start with the biggest question of all, right? Is this super creative, hands-on, people-focused career the right move for you? We're going to explore the entire path so you can figure that out for yourself.
Okay, so what does a cosmetologist actually do? What's in the job description? The answer is way more specific than you might think, especially when you look at the official rules, the scope of practice, here in California. A licensed cosmetologist in California is basically a triple threat. You've got expertise in three main areas. First, you're a hair care pro, handling everything from cuts and color to chemical stuff like perms. Then, you're also a skincare specialist, doing facials, makeup, and waxing. And on top of all that, you're a nail care expert, mastering manis, pedis, and extensions. The whole package. And the field is always changing. Thanks to some recent updates, you can now offer super in-demand services like eyelash and brow tinting, perming, which is also called lifting, and brow lamination. But it's just as important to know what you can't do. Things like permanent makeup, which is basically tattooing, hair threading, and electrolysis. Yeah, those are strictly off limits for cosmetologists. And who makes all these rules anyway? Well, every single one of these services is regulated by the California Board of Barbering and Cosmetology. This makes it super clear that this isn't just any job, it's a licensed, regulated profession, and that's to make sure public health and safety are always number one.
Feeling inspired? Awesome. So how do you actually get there? Let's break down the exact path you got to follow to get that amazing state license in your hand.
Remember this number, 1,000. That's your magic number. It's the minimum number of training hours you need in California. And, this is actually a pretty recent change. They reduced the hours to make the career a little more accessible, which is great. But they did it without sacrificing any of that comprehensive, high-quality training you absolutely need.
And here's some more huge news that really streamlines the whole process. The state got rid of the practical, hands-on exam. That's right. It means after all your training, you just need to pass one single written test. It covers theory, safety, all the regulations, and once you pass that, you get your license.
So, 1,000 hours of training. That sounds like a major commitment, and, well, it is. And that brings up a really important question for anyone thinking about this. How in the world can you get all that training without completely breaking the bank?
Well, I've got some amazing news for you. There's an incredible option right in the heart of Los Angeles. Let's talk about the Abram Friedman Occupational Center, a school that gives you a direct and seriously affordable way to meet all those state requirements. And here it is, the Abram Friedman Occupational Center, or AFOC as people call it. It's located on South Olive Street in LA, and this could be the place where your whole new career journey begins.
Okay, now this is the part you're really going to love. The training program at AFOC is tuition-free. Yep, you heard me right. I'm not kidding. The core instruction that gets you totally career-ready doesn't cost a single dime in tuition.
So what's the commitment actually look like? Well, it's a full-time, in-person program. You'd be there Monday through Friday from 8 in the morning till about 3:15 p.m. And while the tuition is totally free, you are responsible for about $1,900 in fees. But that covers all your essentials, your books, your tools, and your exam costs. And how is this even possible? Well, AFOC isn't some private for-profit college, it's a public adult school. It's actually part of the Los Angeles Unified School District's Division of Adult and Career Education, which is all about providing people with accessible ways to start new careers. Pretty cool, huh?
So what are you going to learn during those 1,000 hours? Let's take a quick look at the curriculum, the actual pathway that takes you from being a brand new student to a total pro who's ready for that state board exam.
The program is broken down into this really clear step-by-step path. You kick things off with Cosmetology 1, which is 350 hours of all the fundamentals. Then you level up to Cosmetology 2 for another 350 hours of more advanced skills. After you finish Cosmetology 3, the final step is all about getting you prepped for that super important state board written exam.
And you can be totally confident in the education you're getting. The training program is, and I'm quoting here, recognized by the CA Board of Barbering and Cosmetology. That comes straight from cosmetology teacher Miss Alma Blanco. What that means for you is that you're getting the exact education the state requires for you to get licensed. No guesswork. So, we've covered what a cosmetologist does,
what it takes to get that license, and an incredible tuition-free way to get you there. The only question left is the one we started with, but maybe it feels a little different now. Are you ready to take that first step toward a brand new career?